discretion is advised.
Lawyers ask court to free client due to lack of evidence. Lawyers representing one of the two men accused of murdering 6-year-old Sean Luke have called upon a high court judge to free him of the crime despite being linked by circumstantial evidence, including his bodily fluid on Luke's underwear. Presenting his closing address on behalf of Akil Mitchell during a virtual hearing before Justice Lisa Ramsomere Hines yesterday, attorney Mario Merritt claimed that a second DNA profile, not linked to Mitchell's co-accused Richard Chatu, being found on Luke's underwear and on his swabs, demolished the state's case against them. While Merritt admitted that his client's DNA on Luke's clothing at most suggested that he had assaulted him or committed an indecent act near him, he claimed that the presence of the unknown DNA profile showed that the murder could not have been committed by Mitchell and Chatu as claimed. It means that someone else had assaulted Luke who is not before the court, he said, as he suggested that the unknown contributor could have possibly been responsible for Luke's demise after assaulting him. As he did throughout the trial, Merritt sought to suggest that the unknown DNA profile belonged to Luke's neighbor, Avinash Babulal. This is not fanciful or imaginative. Those inferences exist on the evidence, Merritt said, as he claimed that Justice Ramsomere Hines had to free them if she did not believe the state's case of a joint enterprise between Mitchell and Chatu beyond a reasonable doubt. Babulal and another neighbor, Arvis Pradeep, both testified that they saw Mitchell, Chatu, and Luke divert into an abandoned sugarcane field, which bounds their community, while they were walking through it to access a river to go fishing. However, Babulal claimed that the diversion occurred before they made their way to the river, while Pradeep claimed that they entered the field on their way back. Merritt said that the evidence of Luke's mother, Pauline Barath, also raised issues about Babulal and Pradeep's versions of the events, as she claimed that she saw Mitchell sitting at a shed near her home when the other children were returning from the fishing trip. The two are irreconcilable. There are so many deficiencies, it is not even funny, Merritt said. Merritt noted that Babulal, who was detained by police as a suspect, initially lied to police about the fishing expedition before he eventually implicated Mitchell and Chatu. He also reiterated that neither Pradeep nor Chatu said that they wanted to go fishing and claimed that Babulal had pestered them into coming along. Merritt made mention of the fact that Babulal, who was 17 years old at the time and was the oldest child on the fishing trip, was only able to remember what Luke was wearing and not the other children. That is curious. The blue pants was on his mind, Merritt said. Merritt said that even if prosecutors had proven their case, they would still have to get past the legal principle which states that children between the ages of 7 and 14 are unable to form criminal intent and be prosecuted. Merritt said that the presumption could be refuted with evidence that the actions went beyond mischievousness, but noted that prosecutors did not present evidence of Mitchell's mental state at the time to do so. Sean Luke went missing on the evening of March 26, 2006, and his body was found 2 days later. An autopsy revealed that he died from internal injuries and bleeding arising out of being assaulted with a cane stalk. Chatu, who was 16 years old at the time, and 13-year-old Mitchell were charged with the crime. Mitchell was the stepson of Chatu's older brother. Shatu allegedly gave a video-recorded statement in which he implicated himself and Mitchell by claiming that he restrained Luke while Mitchell assaulted him and then inserted the sugarcane stalk. Shatu testified in his defense in the trial and claimed that he was coerced by police into fabricating the statement on the understanding that he would not be charged. Mitchell is also being represented by Randall Raphael and Kirby Joseph, while Evans Welch, Kelston Pope, and Gabrielle Hernandez are representing Shatu. Sabrina Dugdeen Jaglal, Andrew Bowler, and Sophia Sandy Smith are also prosecuting. The trial is expected to resume today when Shatu's lawyers will present their closing address. Based on the evidence, I do agree with the defense attorney's allegations that another person participated in this crime, and that person could easily have been the neighbor. But that allegation does not make your client innocent. Due to the inconsistencies of the witnesses and the obvious premeditation, it's possible that they all participated in the commission of this crime. What's your verdict? Do you believe the innocence defense that this defendant was not an accomplice in this crime? Or do you believe it to be a preposterous defense due to the fact that the defendant's DNA was not only found on the clothing of the victim, but also inside the victim?